Welcome back, brothers and sisters, to another episode of True Parents on Sex. Welcome to another day in the life of High Noon. Let's jump straight into some words from our true mother and from our true father. Here we go. This is from True Mother's Anthology, a model for the family, ideal, and world peace. Wherever the family, nation, world, and heaven exist, the idea of the three primary positions of parents, teacher, and leader should always be established. What does God want for his children? For them to become billionaires? For them to have more power than anyone else? No. All that God wants for his children is for each to grow to become a child of filial piety, a loyal citizen, a saint, and a divine son or daughter. Did you ever consider that, in accordance with God's desire, we should become children of filial piety in the family, loyal citizens of the nation, saints of the world, and divine sons and daughters before heaven and earth? Throughout history, the saints and sages have taught this message. When you are qualified to be a true parent and a true teacher, you also will be qualified as a true leader. Ultimately, with love, you can be qualified to become a true king or queen. Most people lack the concept of filial piety, loyal citizenship, sainthood, and the idea of becoming divine sons and daughters. Without such values, it is no wonder that the world is perishing. Who wants divine sons and daughters? God does. Who wants saints? The world does. Who wants loyal citizens? The nation does. Who wants children of filial piety? Family does. This is the way of truth. To achieve this, individuals first should sacrifice for the sake of the family. By sacrificing for the family, a person becomes a child of filial piety. To become a patriot, a person will sacrifice even his entire family to the nation. Among all parents, those who live for the sake of their children are true parents. Teachers who do more for the sake of their students are true teachers, and the president who sacrifices more for the nation will be the true president. What is the basis of individualism? One cannot claim anything as mine alone. As a child grows from an embryo in the mother's womb and is born through the love of his or her parents, 99.999% of his or her existence is from the mother's bone, blood, and flesh. This is combined with the 0.001% of the father's sperm. There is no concept of myself alone in nature. Why did God create humankind? Usually, men say that they can live by themselves. Men are usually unconcerned with why they were created. A man was born for the sake of his wife. Nothing was created for man by himself, nor for a woman by herself alone. Look at our five senses. Were my eyes created to look at my eyes? Nose, ears, mouth, hands, all of them were created for the sake of the spouse. The force that mobilizes and focuses all five senses is true love. Eyes, nose, ears, mouth, and hands were created as tools for the use of true love. Nothing is created only for itself. On the contrary, a person who says that what belongs to others is mine is called a thief. When someone takes the things of others and uses them as his own, isn't he a thief? Therefore, any man who uses his five senses and his body as he wants to for himself alone is a thief, since these exist for the sake of his wife. To whom is a man's sexual organ absolutely necessary? It exists for the sake of his wife. Each lives for the sake of the other. At the place where husband and wife become completely one, the ideal couple will be created. In that very place, absolute love exists. That place of love, which is absolutely unchanging, is the dwelling place of God. Fidelity in marriage, which we can call absolute sex, is centered on God, and free sex is centered on Satan. Where does true love begin? When one sacrifices his or her own life and becomes resurrected and invests love again and again. Since we have inherited a fallen lineage, we have to persevere and overcome evil influences at the cost of our lives. Thank you, Mother. True Father says, quote, conjugal and parental love settle eternally when we are married and making love. Through which part of the body do we make love? Is it the mouth, the eyes, or the ears? I don't know, but I believe you all know the answer very well. What is it? Until now, people have regarded the sexual organs as something bad. But now I'm teaching that it is the holy original palace. How amazing are the male and female sexual organs. Without them, true love, life, lineage, and conscience cannot be connected. Can God's kingdom begin without them? It cannot. Only through that organ is the world of freedom, happiness, peace, and unity possible. Okay, brothers and sisters, please pause and reflect on the words of mother and father. Discuss it with somebody if you have someone in your life that you can talk with, a parent, spouse, friend, and I will see you all in the next episode.